Hello, it's Don with the Nearly Historic Railroad. Hello, it's Don, the Nearly Historical Railroad channel. And I'm Don. That was the first Don. Anyways, we're working on Romley area, but I didn't even know my dad was working on this. Let's just check this out real quick. Then we're gonna get to coloring some cliffs in the Romley area. Okay, here we go. So this is what we're calling the east portal of the Alpine tunnel. It was not actually this close to Romley, but it's kind of along that route. So anyways, we have several pictures of what that tunnel portal looked like and what the inside of the tunnel looks like. There's this picture, doesn't really show the portal much, but there's this picture and it looks pretty good. And I'm sure maybe over the years it has changed or whatever. And up there they actually have this set up so you can kind of see the structure of how that was built. My dad has made a pattern and he's building that tunnel portal pretty close to how it was, at least in those pictures. We have a couple ideas of making this a little bit stronger, but it is a custom built tunnel portal for the Alpine tunnel there. So that's kind of cool, see some progress on that. Also inside the tunnel, he put kind of a block of wood on the left and right side to kind of support that. And it'll actually stick out in front here a little bit. And we'll just fill in that hole there with, I don't know, sculpt mold or something. So that's kind of neat. Okay, so here's where we, wait a minute, I gotta figure out the name of this thing. Hold on. Okay, so here's Romley on our layout. Here is St. Elmo. Thank you, Google. There's St. Elmo, and you go up this way. And this is Romley. So this is where that bridge is, and that, Pomeroy, I think that's how it's pronounced, but that is the gulch, kind of that we're, modeling. So, see, it's a real place. My dad and I have actually been up there to that bridge there, so that's kind of cool. So, anyways, that's what we're doing. I went to the store, got some other paints. Didn't really have the colors I wanted exactly, but yeah, I think I can make something work. So, we'll see what happens. And of course, while I'm there, pick up another bottle of Matte Mod Podge. Just, well, because we need lots of it. Okay, so I'm gonna paint some gulch, and I'll get back with you in a moment once I have made some progress. All right, more to come. All right, so I just kind of went over it with this gray, and my goal was to make it not white. So that's that. I've painted rocks like quite a bit, but I feel like every time I do it, it's an experiment. So I'll let that set up for a minute and come back with some other colors. But at least it's not stark white now. All right, more to come. Okay, so I started with some golden brown and decided, nope, that's almost too orange. So I added some of this brown and ended up with that. And just kind of put that on. So I kind of went heavier along the top edges where it kind of meets in with the regular dirt and kind of blended that in some. So that's just the gray and the brown I've mixed together. And this is looking pretty good. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the same color paint that we use for all this and like that over there and kind of use that to blend in the edge. See what that does. But this is looking good. Okay, quick little update. So this is the paint that we use for like all of this. So I used it to blend stuff in, and I just got carried away. I got my rocks out, got some of my, fine turf out, got a bunch of stuff out. Still more painting to do, but I want to show you this before I got it wet, because that will kind of change things when I get it wet. But what's really cool, well, now here, let me, yes, yeah, so many things. So I just kind of, you know, blended in the edges with that normal brown paint into what I just added in the canyon. I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna add that black paint to kind of highlight it. A lot of the stuff down here is still just kind of loose. It's just what fell in there as I added rocks. But this is kind of cool. I wanted to make this little prospect kind of thing. So I put a piece of styrofoam, glued it back there, kind of dug a hole into it a little bit, and I put a couple different colors of dirt coming out of that, and I wanted to make sure it was, you know, contrasted the other surrounding stuff pretty well. So I really like that. That's kind of cool. You see lots of that kind of stuff around where I live. So I just want to show you that before I get it wet, because it will get darker. Yeah, so we're gonna keep going on this, but I'm liking it. Dad's been working on the tunnel portal, but also he's gone ahead and started working on some more retaining wall for the Buena Vista area. We tried doing a rock mold thing of it, and it, I don't know, kind of worked. But for over there, we're just gonna stick with doing it the hard way, the long way. But it's gonna look good. I'll just show you real quick. This is the rubber mold and hydrocal poured into it. This is just a quick test that we did. I haven't painted it or anything. I think it would work, but maybe not real close up. We're gonna see it well, but it does kind of work. So we could use that as some retaining wall. Kind of mass produce it with hydrocal if we needed to. So basically what he did is he just got a kind of a 1/4 inch thick board, 1/8 inch thick board, and he just drilled a bunch of holes into it, and then cut these little sticks to fit into there. Put a piece of wax paper down to keep the glue from drying to it too much. And then he's just going across like that. So basically he's kind of made a jig. Jim would be proud of us, because he's all about making jigs. So, you know, even if it is a long, tedious thing, try to make it easier on yourself.
Right.
There's all the little pieces. You know, it works. It works. All right, so we threw some dirt down, lots of glue and sticks and little bits and things and rocks and some paint. And I really like it. It needs lots of trees, I think. There's no trees, and could be some bigger bushes, but it looks really good. In fact, I'm gonna light it a little better and then show you. All right, here we go. So here's that tunnel portal. Kind of built some stronger wood things to go around it. Those will be in the mountain. I'm gonna cut them down a little bit, I think, but that will help strengthen it up. But that looks really good. That's gonna work well. And he's also working on more retaining wall, as you saw earlier. Looks like that's getting close. Well, I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. The colors I used, and really there was only kind of gray and then that brown, and I came back with some blacks to highlight the cracks and other spots, and that was it. So I really like it. I really like how my little prospect thingy there turned out. I think once it dries, the contrast will be a little bit more than that. A lot of stuff is still wet, but I'm liking how this turned out. This is cool. So anyways, you know what? I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, and hit the thumbs up button. We will Catch you next time. See ya.